Hi, this is Grab and Go Advice, and I just wanted to show you a couple of products that we're trying from Aldi's, mainly because they're good. I was able to get a little piece of the cake over here that we just made, just like a little teeny piece, but it's good. And the icing here is really, really good. Ask me how I know. I already took like a little scoop.
Now you're supposed to stir the icing first.
Right, I did stir the icing really well. If you can tell in there, it was like really stirred. It was like really stirred. It was stirred well. How's that? Sounds a lot better. Okay. So now we are icing.
Will there be enough icing for the top?
Oh, at the rate I'm going? At the rate that I'm going, I can't guarantee that there's going to be enough icing for the top of the cake. Cannot guarantee that. I can neither confirm nor deny.
What do you think it tastes like, the chocolate icing?
Oh, it is so good.
We've had some icing that tastes like medicine.
Yes, we have tried. We have tried so many of these jarred frostings that I almost feel like we're jarred frosting experts of some sort. But this one is actually good. I didn't see a vanilla. The only one I saw was this. It's like chocolate, rich and creamy. But it is good, and it has a red lid.
What brand? Baker Corner?
Baker's Corner.
And that's the same for the cake mix, Baker's Corner?
Mm-hmm. Came from Aldi's. And like I said, the cake is good. I'm going to try about it in just a second. But I'm wanting to also show you with this video how when you make a sheet cake like that, if you don't want to decorate it just in there or whatever, you can cut it in half like this. I like to cut it in half because you see this layer of icing in the middle of the cake?
Mm-hmm.
That is what's so delicious. So by doing it this way, we're going to have a layer in the middle. All right. How do you achieve it? How do you get this over here without breaking the cake? All right. The first thing I did when the cake was hot was I took this, well, not this one, I took this one, and I cut it in half going across, okay? And then going underneath, I've already pre-done this. You just very gently go underneath with both of these.
And is the cake cool, warm?
Yeah, well, because I really sprayed this very well before doing the cake mix, it's coming out virtually painless. And then I'm going to turn it around like that. And just lift these little utensils out of here. I hope this isn't an epic fail. Ta-da! Got it. Now it did crack a little bit on the top. If you can see that, it cracked a little bit. But I'm hoping that the icing will help disguise it. All right. But it could make it worse. It could actually make the whole thing topple apart. But I'm not starting on that crack. I'm starting over here with this cake.
So, have we compared this frosting to like another frosting before?
Yes, I have. And I tell you what, I'm so excited about what I compared it to. I'm going to get it right now. Well, I intend to get it right now. I'm going to get it and I'll show it to you. The one that I compared it to was the Hershey's frosting, which honestly, this one here's not too bad either, the Hershey's. So I compared it by turning it around to the label on the back. The calories are the same, as you can see.
Yeah, can you tilt downwards a little? Yeah, there you go.
The difference seems to be that the one from Aldi's, which is on your left, has 1 gram of fiber, and the one on the right has less than 1 gram of fiber. The one from Aldi's has 1 more gram of carbs.
Can you tilt down?
Compared to the one from Hershey's. But guess what? The one from Aldi's has 4% of your daily iron, and the Hershey's has less than 1 gram.
Well, it looks like Hershey's has 4% too.
Oh, I didn't.
But the one from Aldi has vitamin D and potassium.
You're right. So in other words, that is 4%, but it is less than 1 gram. But yeah, so the other one has a little bit of other trace minerals. But it looks pretty much the same. I mean, the ingredients may be a little bit different, but I'm seeing palm oil used in both. This one has the Hershey's name brand cocoa powder. This one doesn't. So let's go ahead and frost this cake and see how it tastes. Well, first of all, I'm going to see if I can fix this crack. Cracks can be challenging, and right here is a little cake crumb.
Which is good for later. Don't you worry.
I'm having a few crumbs, but it's not a crummy cake. Now that was funny. This is so weird because I just did the video on the Cake Boss. I am not a great icing person.
You think there's too much icing on here?
I'm not great with frosting it. Honestly, I don't think there is, but
Like, that's huge.
It's huge, but I've got that crack in there that I'm trying to work with. And I'm going to take some of this and go down the sides. Let's see. You guys are probably just wanting to know what the cake looks like when I cut it. Just kind of easily take it like that and go down on the sides. Probably do better if I... The only thing is I don't frost well at all and holding the cake this direction. Noticed I said direction, not direction. Alright, and then this right here is this side. That looks weird. I don't know. Again, you know, this is just a homemade cake. Yeah, that's the key word there, homemade. I know when I was growing up, the best cakes out there were the ones that were homemade. I like them better than the bakery, especially if someone made a red velvet cake. That wasn't something that you saw at a lot of bakeries. That was more of a thing that a bunch of people would make for like church suppers and things like that. Potlucks.
So is this cake cool as you're icing it, or is it warm?
It is cool. This cake is cool as a cucumber, almost.
You put it in the fridge, or what?
No, it's really not as cool as a cucumber because it would be refrigerated if it were at our house. So, I have gone around the back right there. I have both sides. Gonna see if that makes a difference.
It does.
And I'm going to attempt.
No, I think that's fine as it is.
You think so?
Yeah, because once you start doing that, it's going to turn very crummy.
Okay, now this side here, I don't have the icing all the way in there, so. But as opposed to just keeping the cake in over here, I think that by doing it this way, the sheet cake, you're able to get that middle layer, like in the picture here, of chocolate frosting. And everybody knows that once this cake sits for a little bit, that's what's going to help keep these two layers really moist, is having that layer right there in the middle.
Are you ready to try a bite?
I am. I'm beyond.
We're reaching 10 minutes.
I am beyond ready. 10 minutes is not good. Sorry, people, it's taken me just a little bit. I know you're probably thinking, man, that's a big piece of cake.
Says who?
All right. And that's what it looks like in the middle. I have it all over my fingers. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is so good. So moist, so good. The icing is great. It's holding up really well. The icing tastes incredible. It is delicious. I'm going to come over here and just scoop some of the frosting off. It is good. There's no aftertaste. It's delicious frosting.
Now, would you say this yellow cake mix is better than a Betty Crocker or a Duncan Hines, or comparable, or good in its own way?
I will tell you the truth, it's comparable, but the difference is going to be in your price. Unless, now I'm going to tell you the truth, I have not looked at the ingredients on the sides to compare, but if it's anything like the frosting, it's probably going to be similar to your store's caloric values and everything. So for the win, I'm choosing the Aldi's because of the cost, and the flavor of the icing is actually really good. This is grab and go advice. Recommending you try Aldi's and some of their products. This is a wonderful cake. Spread peace, spread love, and spread happiness as always, and God bless.
Have a blessed day.